For anyone who's preparing for entrance exams like CAT and JEE, or you're sitting for your placements, or you're part of BU, then you need to watch this video till the end, because I'm going to talk about how you can build your profile in the right way. Hi everyone, I'm Vanshika. I took a bold decision of dropping out of an IIM. I've been running my successful 7-figure academy for the past 5 years. On top of that, I've spoken at more than 10 colleges, talking to students and guiding students about personal development, personal finance, and communication skills. So coming back to the video, let's jump to the first point, that is going to be getting adequate amount of experience. See, when we're in college, we see things from one perspective, and that is very limited. So we decide that, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the next 40 years of my life. And trust me, life is not going to work out like that. I remember my own sister, she wanted to pursue economics honors, and I kept telling her that, see, economics is a very hotshot career option, but when you actually go to your job, it's not as fancy as it seems. And this is something which I've seen with a lot of students. They'll choose certain topics which will give them more money, or something which is more popular in colleges, but ultimately when they sit in their jobs, when they start working on it in their jobs, they just hate it. And this has happened with a lot of economics graduates as well. I remember my friend, she was so excited that, finally she's getting a job in the field of economics. And from the start of the day, she would open her Excel sheet, crunch data, and that is how her 9 hours went. She started hating her job, and she realized that economics was just not for her. So what exactly am I trying to say to you? Get enough experience in all fields so that you can choose the right career path for yourself. If you are in BU, then trust me, you have adequate amount of time to even do 2 internships at the same time. In fact, if you're in BU, you should at least do 5 internships every year. That is just a bare minimum that you should keep as a goal for yourself. And when you do 5 internships in a year, you will see that there's so much that you needed to learn. There's so many different fields that you needed to explore. This is number 1 in building your profile, getting enough experience in all the different fields. Now, the second thing that you need to realize is experience is good, but it's even more important to get quality experience. So if you're going to some internship with some person is keeping at their own house and you're not even learning something from that, then that's not a good internship. Try to apply to the big fours, try to apply to proper corporate jobs where you can at least learn something. You can apply to certain startups as well, because once you apply to a startup, you're not limited to one particular field. You're actually working with so many people, and you keep switching your fields as well. And another thing that you can do is apply for government internships. That looks extremely amazing in your resume. If you have Government of India written in your resume, or if you have Big Four written in your resume, or if you have a big startup like Zomato and so many others, then that looks amazing on your resume. Now, a lot of people, they make many common mistakes in their resume. So I've actually dropped the link of a proper resume that will be required for the big fours or startups or government internships in my bio. Now, to get into these big corporations, or to get into these amazing startups, or to get into government internships, the number 1 aspect of that is your resume. In fact, I posted some common resume making mistakes on my LinkedIn, and that post went absolutely viral. I got so many resumes from IITians, from SRCC graduates, from St. Stephen graduates, and all of them had these common mistakes in their resume. So I'm giving out a good resume template which you can use for the big fours, for government internships, for startups as well. It's ATS friendly as well, and it's in the right format. The template is priced at just ₹59. So you can get the access of that in the description. I've put the link as nas.io, so you can actually buy it from my nas.io website. Let's come to the third strategy of building your profile, and that is to network with as many people as you can. I think LinkedIn is the best platform where you can network with so many high achievers. I remember I had this particular post which went absolutely viral, and I was able to network with more than 50 people from top colleges. I networked with people who came from IITs, SRCC graduates, and people who were toppers in CAs and CUETs and whatnot. So just through LinkedIn, you can network with so many high achievers. In fact, 80% of the billionaires are all available available on LinkedIn. So imagine you have such a big platform and all you need to do is post regularly at it. So do give that a try. Another way that you can network with people is at colleges. If you're at DU or any public college, I am sure that you have a lot of students around you. I remember in Gargi College where I studied, the cafeteria area is where every person used to come on a regular basis. And sometimes when I was getting iced tea or I was waiting for coffee shakes, I would just, start chatting up with people around me. And that allowed me to network with more than 50 people just in my college time. The third way you can network is by actually making use of the faculty that you have in colleges. Most people don't realize this, but the faculty that you have in your colleges is just amazing. So make use of that. You can publish so many papers with them. You can understand so many career avenues just by talking more with your faculty. And I've seen this growing trend of people actually fighting with their faculty or being rude with them. Please don't do that. They are a great way of networking and they can actually give you so many different contacts that can help you get a really great job or to help you publish certain papers or to get into certain NGOs. So don't lose out on that opportunity. Make use of what you have around you and you will see that all of this networking, it helps you 5-6 years down the road. Let's come to the fourth way that you can build your profile, and that's by getting appropriate certifications. Now there's a growing trend of people going on Coursera, getting Harvard certifications, Yale certifications, or going on Udemy and finishing certain courses. While they are helpful, they don't hold that much value over proper certifications, over global certifications. So let's say you're in the field of finance, then you must give the CFA certification or the FRM certification or complete your 2 levels of CA as well. Now these have a lot more value on your resume. So if you can afford it, go for a CFA certification. If you can afford it, go for an FRM certification. If you want to get into project management, you have PMP certification. If you want to learn how to build proper resumes, there's a certification for that as well, which is globally accredited. In my case, I gave the ABRSM certification, which is world renowned, and I gave that for piano. So whenever I put that on my resume, it always becomes a point of discussion. And when I tell them exactly how hard it is to crack the ABRSM exams, all of a sudden the recruiters or the employers, they see me in a very different light. So always use certifications as a way to build your profile apart from experience. Let's come to the fifth way that you can build your profile, and that is to get into sports or extracurriculars. So there are certain sports activities that not a lot of people get engaged in, and that is gun shooting or archery. So I remember I started taking gun shooting lessons. It was extremely cheap, by the way, to take the lessons also. It was just 4,000 for per month. And in that 4,000, I got the pellets as well. I got the sheets in which you shoot. You get to use a gun as well. So all was included in those 4,000 rupees. And you can also benefit from such activities. Now, the thing with gun shooting was that not a lot of women went for it. Forget women, even men did not enroll for so many shooting exams. So when you actually go for the national level or district level, the chances of you being the only person or the second person who's going for the shooting exams is much higher. So automatically, even with a bad aim, you qualify for nationals or even internationals. And when you have that on your resume, it looks fantastic. So if you have that extra time or if you're still in school, you can try out these activities. They will have a good impact on your resume. Another thing that you can do is going for extracurricular certifications. Now there are Trinity certifications for public speaking as well. I started giving my piano exams at the age of 12, and that really impacted my resume a lot. When I started applying for colleges abroad after my 12th grade, I got acceptance from some of the top colleges. I wasn't able to pursue that because of financial reasons. But if you have the financial capability, then it really helps you having these global certifications. I have a sixth bonus strategy when it comes to building your profile, and that is to read books and work on your communication skills. I think this is a no-brainer. You should read books so you sound smart. Because even if your resume gets shortlisted for so many places, at the end of the day, you have to sit for interviews. And when you sit for interviews, you talk to people. And if you talk smart, automatically you have brownie points. And when it comes to communication skills, it does not matter if you have so much knowledge. If you can't communicated properly. So learning communication skills at any age is extremely important, because you're always going to be selling something to people. You're always going to be persuading people around you. And if you have impeccable communication skills, you can do that very easily. Well, that's all for today. Building your profile is extremely crucial when you're in college itself, because unfortunately our degree does not hold that much value anymore. So if you work on upskilling yourself and building your profile, so I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then do like, subscribe and comment on my videos. It means a lot to me. I actually appreciate your positive comments so much, and it ends up making my day. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.